My name is B. Kwame. I'm a freelance writer and a former healthcare worker. I want to talk to you about Canada's caregiver burden. Someone once asked me, what makes you proud to be Canadian? I said I was proud to have access to healthcare that's lacking in so many other nations. To me, our healthcare system is central to our Canadian identity. But we have an undiagnosed crisis. Family caregivers need more support, and they need it now. So, who are family caregivers? Statistics Canada has defined them as anyone over 15 caring for a loved one with long-term health issues. In 2012, some 8 million Canadians, around a quarter of our population, fit this description. I know I'll never forget the stories I heard from family caregivers, mostly women, during my career in healthcare. While I helped people with brain injuries, developmental disabilities, and dementia, an unexpected amount of my time was dedicated to helping caregivers in dire need of support themselves. They risked losing jobs due to caregiving-related absences. Their finances were stretched to the limit, and their debts were enormous. They begged for referrals to our agency's psychotherapists for help with their own mental health issues, caused or exacerbated by stress. I did what I could, but it wasn't enough to prevent many of those caregivers from crumbling before my eyes. It's a complete injustice to see how our government ignores family caregivers and how health policymakers take them for granted. A falling birth rate and aging population will only make this worse if caregivers don't get real help. True support can start with the pocketbook. Federally, some tax credits and benefits are available, but the amounts offered are a pittance. And it's a reflection of how poorly our governments value caregiver labor. Provincially, across the country, supports and protections vary. Some provinces, like Nova Scotia, provide a monthly subsidy to family caregivers, while other provinces, like Ontario, offer job protection to caregivers for extended absences. But all of this is piecemeal. It's not good enough. Family caregivers do unpaid work to keep vulnerable people out of the overburdened health system, and we thank them with poor financial and employment support? What happens when they have nothing left to give? If politicians and health policymakers provide the necessary resources now, we can avoid the inevitable crisis facing caregivers, not to mention the people they support and our healthcare system. Who will care for the caregiver when they need help? Right now, the options are looking slim. For The National, I'm B. Kwame.